Hi, guys. Welcome back to another episode. It's your girl Fatima.
And it's your girl, Mariama.
And this is Fur and
Coco. How you doing, girlfriend?
I'm doing good. You looking real good.
Thank you, girl. How are you doing?
I'm good. So tell us about the look.
I think the look is inspired by our topic today. I won't get too much in the details, but it's very much giving chic, office chic.
Office chic. I love that. I love the sweater off those shoulders.
Thank you.
It gives another level up. I'm that girl.
Thank you very much. I kind of give that,
Loving it.
How about you?
Honestly, kind of like casual, but still chic.
Still a big deal.
Still a big deal. Casual, but still a big deal.
Yeah. Period. I know that's right.
So, my favorite topic. Not my favorite topic, but my favorite question to ask. The week has been going. What's your mood? What's your vibe?
My mood, my vibe, the soundtrack of my life. See, I just rhymed. I'm listening to Rihanna's album.
Oh, that is
And
a good one.
It's a classic, girl. My song, I would say, is Same Old Mistakes. That one is it just gets me into another zone, it just takes me, it's really like an out of body type of thing. Like, I love that song. Shout out Tame Impala. And yeah. What about you?
For me, I'm gonna say I'm still deep in my 90s R&B bag right now.
Okay, girl.
So classic Aaliyah, Rock the Boat.
Oh,
I love that song.
me too.
It's such a good song.
The music video too.
Oh my gosh, she's
everything. She's everything. She's still like making people. She's still giving inspo to this day.
Yeah.
Shout out to Aaliyah.
It's just everything.
Yeah, she a Capricorn. Says a lot. Okay,
we do a thing or two.
Okay. Period.
Okay, so today's topic is this one is gonna be good.
Yeah. I don't think we talk about it a lot.
We don't, but this is our real life.
Yeah.
So today we're going to be talking about navigating corporate while being a creator and, chasing our goals, chasing our dreams.
Right. Okay.
So first off, how do you navigate your corporate 9 to 5 while also being an entrepreneur and also chasing your creative endeavors?
I think it's been a long journey. Straight out of college, I went to the corporate workforce. And I've been doing it ever since. And of course, eventually a goal of mine is to be a self entrepreneur where I'm not really relying on a corporate paycheck or whatever. But I would say, I don't know, it's kind of just like you have to learn like hacks and systems that are still going to set you up for success and not allow you to burn out.
Yeah.
And to make sure that you enjoy the your personal projects and to have fun with it and not to like overwhelm yourself.
Yeah.
What about you?
I feel like you kind of touched on it, having that structure and having a like game plan / strategy.
Yeah.
You have to not only say, okay, this is what I want to do, you have to have a plan in place. And when that makes sense, because, there are like, this is real life. Like things happen, you get tired, you get exhausted. Life throws you through the loop sometimes, but you have to maintain your plan. You have to maintain that structure. You have to, keep going and push yourself to do both things. Like it's easy to put 100% into your 9 to 5.
Yeah.
And then put kind of like treat your creative goals, your entrepreneurial goals as a hobby.
Yeah.
And not give it the same type of intention behind it. So have to have that structure and have to have that grit to keep going.
Heavy on the intention, and you have to give it attention. That was a bore. Okay.
Sure.
I always want to know, like, I think like we are working 9 to 5, and like I mentioned before, it's not something that we really talk about. Like, I think even on social media, I don't really post too much about like my job and like day in the life of a 9 to 5. Like, I don't really do that. And I think over the years, it has been seen as like kind of like a stigma to work a 9 to 5. I
Right.
don't know. I think it's changed a little bit, but I remember like, especially during pandemic time when everybody was trying to be an entrepreneur, boss, CEO, where 9 to 5ers were kind of looked down upon. What are your thoughts on that?
I think I've definitely gone through a up and down roller coaster when it comes to that
Yeah,
conversation.
we both have a
I
team.
think you and I both have the
Yeah.
same sentiment. Like, I really feel like during the pandemic, when we first got that sense of like working from home and kind of just having that freedom and not that like office structure all the time,
Yeah.
we were like, fuck this. Like, what are we doing here? Like,
Yeah.
why do we want to work? Why do we want to do this? Why do we want to do that? And like going to a job didn't make sense
Mm-hmm.
at that time. But I've definitely grown to enjoy working a 9 to 5. I like the structure,
Mm.
1, and 2, I like the community,
Mm.
and especially when your job or your company isn't toxic, it's definitely, it's a great way to meet people
Yeah.
and learn.
Yeah, true. And they always say, like, treat that corporate job as like somewhere where you're just learning to get paid, you know?
Mhm.
And, it was funny to me. I was laughing because I remember, like, back in the day, we did an episode of Fur and Cocoa,
I remember.
and our sentiments was just a complete opposite.
Opposite. Oh my goodness.
And we just can't air that because it was just like, girl. But it came with growth, I think. Like, we were so anti, like, 9 to 5 and going to
Mhm.
school, whatever. Go to school, get your education.
It helps.
Yeah,
And it can fund your dreams.
and it can fund your dreams heavy on that. I think for me, my 9 to 5, I see it that as my first investor.
Yeah.
Someone that's going to or something that helps me, like, fund my creative endeavors.
Mhm.
It's helped me buy my first house, helped me open my first business, helped me open this business,
Okay.
helped me do music. Like, it's been able to it's been able to really, like, fund these dreams for me,
Mhm.
and everybody has their hustle.
Mhm.
There's people out there that are, you know, investing into their creative endeavors by other things, other means, whether that's selling a little whatever, whatever. Our hustle just happens to be
A
our 9 to
corporate.
5. Yeah.
Mhm.
And so I never want to like put that on somebody or like give out that idea that it's just so bad. Like, no, you have to have like your hustle, and this is our hustle. Respect that.
Respect that period.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about your career and what do you do in corporate?
So I work in tech as a business analyst,
Mhm.
and I enjoy what I do.
Yeah.
And before it was kind of like I was working for a brokerage firm as a stockbroker.
Mhm.
Did it for 7 years. And I also went into QA at that time, and it was just very mundane after a while, and I just got very like bored of it, and I didn't feel like I was being fulfilled or like challenged in a way.
Mhm.
And so I pivoted into tech, where obviously you get paid more.
Mhm.
I have way more flexibility as far as like my scheduling goes. And I just feel like very purposeful in that. And so I find enjoyment in that. Now, not to say it's not like challenging at times, but it's something that I enjoy doing, you know?
Yeah.
How
It
about
grows
you?
you. It grows you in certain ways. Well, I am currently a financial analyst.
Period.
Been a financial analyst for about a year now. I really enjoy what I do as well. More so for me, it's about the culture and the community that I have in my current role. That really, you know,
Gets you going.
that really gets me going. Like I like what I do. I like the people that I work with. This is the first time where I really feel like I'm not in a toxic work environment,
Mm.
which is such a great thing because I've had experiences in the past where I really felt as though these people were crazy.
Yeah.
But not anymore. I've worked in a couple of different roles before this as well. And I feel like I worked in every aspect of corporate except for IT
Mm.
and except for marketing, which is marketing is definitely something I do want to do next.
Okay.
Like I'm learning how to do marketing so that I could pivot into that. But for me, it's more so about learning every aspect of the business so that when I do have my business, I have like a little understanding of how everything runs. That's always been my goal, like, with
Yeah.
corporate America. I've always wanted to work every single aspect so that when I step into that CEO role, like, I'm a real CEO.
Okay, listen, talk to it. So, what skills or what have you learned from corporate that you think can translate into the creative field or entrepreneurial field?
Structure for sure. I think with being an entrepreneur, you definitely have to have discipline and you definitely have to have structure. You have to have a schedule. Those are the qualifications to me to be a successful entrepreneur.
Yeah, I agree.
I think corporate America does a great job with teaching you that.
Yeah.
What about you?
I definitely agree with that. I think like being organized is really important. Having the people skills, being able to communicate,
People skills
and
number one.
yeah, and like, just having those soft skills and things that they don't really teach you in school that you learn in the workforce and how to, present things and like, just be a good communicator in general. Like, I think there's a lot that you can learn from corporate that translates to being an entrepreneur, being in the creative field, and just overall life, honestly.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah, I think that's really important. And within the creative field, how has that been? Like, how have you been able to upkeep staying creative, or what creative endeavors have you pursued while being in corporate?
I feel like you have to know your purpose. And honestly, with me, if I focus solely on corporate, I wouldn't feel aligned with my true self. I would feel like that like there I need to do more. Like I will have a yearning for more. And so that's my reason for wanting to stay creative and wanting to continue to pursue um my entrepreneurial goals. So that's kind of like my purpose on why I continue to challenge myself to, do things outside of my 9 to 5.
Do you ever feel that you aren't able to succeed as you want in your creative field because you have a corporate job?
Yeah. I would say definitely yes, because especially when you're starting into a new role, that normally takes up a lot of time because of the learning curve. And so you don't get a lot of time to do other things. Like you have to put your all into it. You're trying to learn, press, and like learn and grasp all the knowledge. So when I get to that point, I feel like I'm neglecting other things, and it does something to my mood. But what about you?
I think it's funny because I remember like when I was doing music and I was really in the thick of things. Well, I mean, I still do music. I'm saying I remember, but I remember like this kind of well-known artist was well, pretty well known, but they were kind of just telling me like they knew I was doing corporate, they knew I had a 9 to 5 and like my lifestyle, and they were just saying like, if you really want to make it in the music industry, like you need to just put all your energy, your all into it. Like you're gonna be homeless. Like, I was homeless at some points and I had to sleep in the studio, sleep in my car, and I couldn't have another job because I was so focused on music. And like, you just have to dedicate your life to it essentially. And that all artists are like gonna go through this broke phase. And I just couldn't resonate with that? I just couldn't resonate with that. I felt like I was doing the complete opposite. Like, I had a good job, I had a nice car, I had my beautiful top floor apartment with the 2 cat babies, and, like, I don't ever want to, like, give up my lifestyle,
Yeah.
and I also feel that, my idea of success isn't necessarily, like, it wasn't necessarily to make it. It wasn't necessarily to like get signed. Like my idea of success in that regard was just even having the privilege to be able to do music and to pursue my creative passions. Like my mom and our parents, like they didn't get that. They had to like work and survive.
Yeah.
So I think it's so amazing that I'm able to like explore that craft of mine. And I think it's my choice. Like I feel like it's my choice whether I want to stop music, continue music, or whatever creative endeavor. But I still find my time. Like, I was able to still put out music, still make a lot of music, still make music to this day while having my career and everything. Like, I don't think you have to be that story of that, like, struggling artist or struggling creator, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't subscribe to that.
Do you feel like not going through that experience of sacrificing your lifestyle has limited you with how far you can go with your creative endeavors and your entrepreneurial goals, like not putting your all into one basket? Do you think that has limited you?
I honestly no, because I feel like there's ebbs and flows, kind of like what you mentioned. Like when you first start a job, you are going to put more time into your job.
Mhm.
But like as you get into the thick of things, you kind of have more time as you kind of learn the business. And, I was in the brokerage industry for that many years.
Yeah.
I knew it like the back of my head. I was like writing songs at my desk, writing songs on break. And like, I don't feel like it hindered me in a way. I just think it took more time out of me. But
Mhm.
I didn't care. It was my passion. It was a personal project. Like,
Mhm.
I didn't see it as a hindrance.
Okay. I get that.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So, can corporate and creativity, well, can corporate and creativity coexist for a long time, or do you feel like you have to choose one in the end?
I think that ultimately that choice would be up to you because I think even in the corporate space, I've been talking with like my manager recently about like creative corporate careers.
Mhm.
And it kind of just depends. Like even marketing, I feel like it's more of a creative career depending on which area you go in. And so I think ultimately it's up to the person, like
Yeah.
what suits them more. For me, it's like I can't live without being creative. Like
Yeah.
I have to be able to do that, for myself, for my life, for my livelihood.
Yeah.
What about you?
I feel like ultimately well, I feel like the reason we do corporate is so that we can have more choices. So I'm in corporate so that I can learn more skills, and grow my skills and grow for as far as as far as I could, so that I can invest more into the things that I want to do.
Mhm.
So I think eventually, yeah, I'll have to choose whether I want to continue to climb the corporate ladder or if I just want to go all the way with the entrepreneurship. I
What's the deciding factors?
I know it's not really a deciding factor for me. I know the thing is I could do both so well.
Mhm.
Like, it's just the knowing that I could really take this shit over
Okay.
if I wanted to. Like I could be the CEO of this company
Oh.
if I wanted to. But I feel like the deciding factor would be like you said, like it would be on my timing, like, you know, when it feels right
Yeah.
for me to just completely just move forward with something else.
Yeah. Like what is your heart yearning for? What is more suited to your lifestyle at that point? I definitely agree with that. Um, I think right now in this in between where we're like juggling both,
Mhm.
what do you think it has like taught you? Because I think for me, it has taught me self identity and like choosing not to be known for what I do, but more who I am. Because what I do a lot of things,
Mhm.
and I don't ever want to be known as I don't ever want to introduce myself as like, yeah, my name is Mariama and I do this, this, this. That's what I am. Yeah, I'm like so much more
Mhm.
than just what I do.
Right.
So, what do you think this in between moment has really shown you about yourself?
I feel like it has shown me, I guess, yeah, the same.
Mhm.
It has shown me to like not identify with one or the other.
Yeah.
And it has also shown me that you cannot give up on your dreams no matter what. Like, because as much as we love our 9 to 5s and what we do, you are easily disposable
Woo.
at any point, especially in this economy.
Yeah.
They'll throw you away like a I don't know. Yeah. They'll throw you away quickly. So it's important for me to continue to like stay consistent with my entrepreneurial goals.
Yeah.
It shows me not to quit. Like,
It's a long game.
it's a long game.
And it takes, like, you learn patience,
Yeah.
self-trust, I think. But yeah, I think we got this. We've been doing a good job.
We have, and
Damn
we've been
good
doing it
job.
for a long time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So anybody out there that feels like they're also in the same boat, what advice would you give to them?
I would tell them to have a routine. Like, you don't just have goals. You have to have a routine that speaks to your goals.
Mm.
Have structure, have a plan. If you have to do a 9 to 5, then you have to have a plan for your 5 to 9.
Oh,
And you have to utilize that time. And you have to lay a brick every single day.
yeah.
What about you?
I would say don't ever give up on your dreams. And always have like a passion project. I think it's so good to just have like your own personal project, your own passion project outside of your 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Like something else that you're pouring yourself into, and not so much, it doesn't even have to be about like entrepreneurship. It could just be something creative, but just have a passion project.
Yeah.
And never, ever give up on your dreams. Even if you take the longest break ever, still pick it up and continue on.
Love that.
Yeah.
All right, so getting into our favorite segment of the night, hot cocoa questions. First one, what's something you learned the hard way about friendship?
Oof. Something I learned the hard way about friendship is taking accountability when you're in the wrong.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
Um, not always dumping on your friends.
Ooh.
Yeah, like don't just emotional dump on them.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause you have to give them grace too, cause
Yeah. They going through it too.
they going through it too, for sure.
Yeah. Are you who you thought you'd be at this age when you were younger?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm that girl. All the way
You are
down,
that girl.
down, down. What about you?
I would say no, but I think I'm like better. I would say I'm better.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that. That's a
I
good
would
answer.
say like I couldn't have imagined, really. I really didn't imagine that I would be all that I am, and I'm just so proud of that young
Proud
girl, you know?
I'm
Thank
so
you.
proud of the woman
I'm
that
proud of us.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay. What is something that you're unlearning right now?
I'm unlearning not rushing.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one.
How about you?
I am unlearning being everyone's dependent, like
Oh,
everyone depending on me.
that's an even better one.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the one right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only daughter, only child.
Yeah, I get that.
Pray for us. Pray for us. All right, guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Fur and Cocoa. Let us know how you are coping, what creative passions you guys are in, what you guys are pursuing, and how you navigate balancing corporate life or just regular work life and your creative life. And if you like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we will catch you guys in the next one. Bye for now.